So let's get started. So good to talk. My name is Learning Accumulation. We will be doing a LetsWander of Bern, Switzerland. We will be going to a few different places. I do want to give you a quick heads up. We are going to be going to a couple places that contain some art. So there may be some artistic nudity, so just a heads up there. We will also be going to a couple of places where it is going to be a little high up. So there is going to be some height. I am going to give you a warning before we do that, or at least I'm going to try to. Do keep in mind that this is Switzerland, so there may be areas where I just don't realize that it's high up. So let's get started. So what we're looking at right now is called the Zentrum Paul Klee. It is basically it's a museum / art exhibit for the artist Paul Klee. That's why I want to give you a heads up that there might be some nudity. I have like all, but as always, I only do research of the basic stuff. I only look into the behind the scenes information, but I don't actually look into the places themselves. I like to look at them with all of you. So I have no idea what we're going to be getting into. But the Essential Paul Klee, which also heads up, the official language in Switzerland is German. While I do speak English, a Germanic language, I don't speak German. So I am probably going to mess up some pronunciation. So heads up. Alright, so the Zentrum Paul Klee, it was originally meant to combine nature and architecture. There are, as you can see, there are 3 arches, the north, south, and middle arches. It was originally based on the close-by grave of Paul Klee, who was a famous artist. He was a painter, a musician, a teacher, a writer, and philosopher. Which, I mean, I would love to be a philosopher, just get paid to think. That'd be cool. Which also, just fun fact, philosophers did way more than just think. That's just a weird thing that just through history we've forgotten somehow. Which is ironic. Anyway, but the actual museum itself was designed by somebody called Renzo Piano. He wanted the area around the building to be used as a farmland and not a park. That dream didn't exactly become reality, but, you know, it's a thought that counts, I guess. So, let's get looking. So, just another quick reminder, I am using Google Maps now and Google Earth Street View. So, I'm not using VR anymore, so the video is going to be a lot more stable. But also, with that being said, the picture is also going to be slightly less focused. Also, another heads up. With Switzerland, Bern specifically, there's not a lot of pictures. Obviously, this is an art museum, so obviously copyright and all that can get a little tricky. So, there's not a whole lot here that we'll be looking at. We'll mainly be looking at the outside of the building. And another quick reminder, since this is Google Maps / Earth, there is going to be some slight lag when I actually go to places. So let's see if we can go inside. Oh, there. Printer. Nice. That's exactly what you want to see in an art place. Oh. I am not going to try to pronounce that. So far pretty cool. I can't tell if that's supposed to be like a glass walk or if that's like light, or I'm just completely thinking way too far into it. Oh, let's see what else is around here. Yeet. There we go. Bricks, not bad. Kind of a weird choice for an art display, but you know, to each their own. Also, another quick reminder, I have no idea what any of these are, so if you want to know what they are, Google them. I think that there's another art place that we're going to be going to, so I'm going to try not to mix up my fun facts. Okay, let me try to go back to the that I started, which I have no idea which one I used. Also, there's the compass. That is north. So this is the northern Earth hill, whatever you want to call it. The middle hill, and then the south hill all the way down there. So the northern hill, which is this one is mainly used for displaying exhibitions, so just different pieces of artwork, mainly by Paul Klee. The middle one is mainly for, I mixed it up. The North Hill, this one, the North Hill is for practicing art, education, music, conferences, and workshops. So this one is like purely just for practicing. The middle one is for showing off all these pieces of art. And then the southern one, nope, not getting this. My bad. Again, this is live, you know. So the middle hill is for displaying all the art. And the stuff that's inside usually has around 120 pieces up to around 150 pieces. But the reason why that's different is because they change out what's in there every so often, just to keep things fresh. And there's usually some kind of central theme. And it's art, so that can be it's not always a set in stone kind of theme. But the southern hill, which is the farthest one away in this picture, all the way down there, it is mainly used for research and administration. So let's see what we can see in, which I don't. Yeah, I could not give me anything in there. What am I saying? That's a nice picture. It's a really clean one. Yeah. It's a cute doggy. It's an older doggy. It's a cute pupper. Look at that little pupper. Sorry, I just want to stare at the dog for a little bit long because it's adorable. Moving on. You know, as an American, I really would love to have this arch be used as like a roller coaster. Just because, like, that would be really fun. Like, you know, there's like the boat ride things? This would be perfect for that. Also, keep in mind, not all these pictures are uploaded by Google itself. Some of them are by individuals. So occasionally you'll see really weird names appear, just for who actually submitted it. That's pretty cool. So, the middle arch, that one that you see right there in the middle, it's about 12 meters high, which is about 40 feet. And then the glass from the motorway, the glass from, what am I even saying? The glass itself is about 150 meters, which is around 492 feet. So you see that glass middle way right there? Right there in the middle? Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah. Let's see. Let's go to our next book. Also, ignore my bad spelling. So next, we are going to the UNESCO von Bern. So this is a kind of just a general area. It's going to be like a historic city, medieval city. So this one we're going to be wandering mostly because I didn't do much research on this place. I did a little bit, but due to the nature of it being a city, there's not a whole lot to get into other than just the general history of it. Which there is one specific place that I want to go to, but I have no idea where it's at. So if we run across it, great. If not, I'm just gonna look. But let's just drop somewhere in the middle. So right off the bat, I'm in love with the streets. I've always loved with cobblestone streets. Obviously, I know that they don't really work too well when it comes to modern day art. Just because because of how heavy cars are and how like crazy tires are, They could wind up like destroying the cobblestone, which could lead to accidents. So that's why we have to use concrete nowadays. I think that's what I was going to be looking at. So I'm going to go in the opposite direction. I can't tell if, like, that red door and all the other doors there, I can't tell if they're like storm shelters or if they're cellars. Because, like, before modern electricity was a thing, one of the easiest ways to keep your stuff cool was just by having a cellar, because the ground was naturally cooler than most places. Oh, that a cool looking bike. What is this place? Oh, well, thanks. Helpful. Can I not continue this way? Nope. Let's go. Yeah. A lot of construction going on. I mean, considering how old the city is, I don't blame them for being under construction. Also, probably construction time was probably the best time for the Google Earth car to go through. I thought the thing in the middle was a bird. To Benny Bar. So, like, I've always wanted a scooter like that, but, like, places in America aren't super friendly to electric scooters. I imagine if you live in a place like New York, it might be a little better, but I can't imagine it being, like, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. I wonder if I can see you. Nope. Ooh. Even this. Ah! Okay, that's cool. I thought that said service dentist for a second, and I got really confused. I think I don't even know. I don't know why, but the sign that the figure is holding, it makes me think that it's like some kind of like window washing company. I don't know why, because he's holding a wrench. It'd be nice to live in a place like this. But at the same time, I imagine it's probably really noisy. Hotel Block, you know, the place where Americans like to go. Okay, so that does say what I think it said, Quasimodo. Which, so, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, I only actually watched that finally, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. Cause like I was just going through Disney Plus, and I was just like, you know, I'm not in the mood for literally any of this. I'm gonna watch The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Why not just watch this? Also, I don't think that there's like any like pictures inside stuff. So. Oh, we're literally where we were. Are we? Yep. Cool. Way to go. So, I should probably tell you some fun facts. So, the UNESCO von Bern, the medieval city, it was founded originally in the 12th century, and most of the town was restored around the 18th century. But the designs of the town are still mainly of the original. There have been some like modern creations, but for the most part, it's still what it originally was. But there are some things that were still originally made as far back as the 15th century. So in the 14th century? I could be getting that completely wrong. Is this a one-way street? Yeah, that would make sense. I'm going backwards. Kids, don't go backwards up a one-way street. Bern was officially confirmed as the federal city of Switzerland in 1848, and the city was first established in as early as the 12th or 14th century. There's not like a specific date of when a city is really made. It just kind of turns into one. And in the 16th century, there were some fountains that were introduced to the city, and then some restoration work was carried out on the towers, as well as the walls and the cathedral was completed. In the 17th century, many patrician houses were built of sandy limestone, which is just a rock. It's a cool-looking rock, but it's rock. I think it's like what this building is made out of, or at least like the color. And then towards the 18th century, there was a large construction zone that underwent like major transformation. So now let's go to the thing. So we're going to, I believe it's pronounced the Zyklog. It's basically just a clock tower. So let me see if I can get. Can I go in it? I think I'm in it, but like from the street view. So, about to make a joke about that? Not going to. It's a weird looking doggo. It's a king. There's the state of California flag right there. I'm completely joking. I'm fully aware that bear is. Wait, what? Huh. Okay. What? Also, what is this angle? Remember? On a thing. Oh, crap. We shall never know. We can get like a front back. I am inside a building. And within, I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Sorry. This is a cheese place. I really want cheese. So, weird fun fact. I am lactose intolerant, but I adore fancy cheeses. Okay, those bowls just remind me of a ramen shop. Just like with the red lion. I want some cheese now. Are those just wheels of cheese just sitting there? That is absolutely just wheels of cheese. I love it. I don't remember if it's Switzerland, but there's a cheese that's made in like some European country, I think, where the cheese is prepared with maggots, and it's disgusting. It's literally illegal in the United States because you can't make food with maggots. How did I get so off topic? I was trying to look at the clock tower. Try from the city. Also, in case you've been hearing that noise in the background, just a quick reminder, I do live with 3 other people, so you might hear them in the background. Also, there are 4 dogs, so you also might occasionally hear barking in the background. So, this is the clock tower, and it has a weird history. So, it was originally a fortified guard tower, and then it was a prison, and then it was a lookout, and then a fire observation tower, and then eventually it turned into a clock tower. So, yeah. And, like, it wasn't all the same building, it was reconstructed at one point. But, yeah. This place. It looks cool. I don't know why, but it gives me like a Chinese aesthetic, like with the arch. But yeah, so it was once burned down and then also rebuilt in 1405. Inside it has 130 steps. It has 130 steps more than I'm willing to go. It can only be entered with a tour guide because the stuff inside is so old and some of it is kind of fragile. So you have to go in with a tour guide to make sure that you don't, break it. There is a performance that always takes place at the strike of the hour. I did kind of want to pull up a YouTube video, but I haven't prepared any. So if we have time at the end, I'll go back and watch it. I doubt it, but you should check it out. It's probably something you do. But it is this clock tower. The other reason why you have to go in with the tour guide is because it is the official timekeeper of Bern, Bern. That's the name of the city. Because it's just a really famous clock tower, kind of like Big Ben in London, except shorter. But it does still have its original marks of time, which were known as cubits and fathoms. But it has also been updated to use the current time measurements, which are meter and double meter. So I'm going to see also, my streaming thing is lagging at me, so you can turn off the camera. Make sure the things are actually even working correctly. I'm thinking a copyright strike just for a second now. Okay, cool, that's working. Okay, where was I? Right. So it still uses the original measurements of time because it uses what's called an astrolabium. I believe I'm pronouncing it correct. Which is basically just a fancy word for an astronomical calendar. Which that was originally sold in 1515. So I really hope I can get like this insight view because I did want to see what in the world an astrolabium was because it just sounded weird. So I saw what it actually looks like and it is really cool looking. But I doubt there's like a 360 picture of it. Oh, here's a closer view. Looking at it, this totally looks like a scene out of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know which one, but it's definitely out of one of them. Like, just the aesthetic just screams Kingdom Hearts. I would guess that that's because it's, like, whimsical, and that's kind of Disney's entire thing. Ooh, tea. I wonder if I can get any other... I'm tempted to just Google a picture, but at the same time, I do not want to risk whatever pops up. What? Who takes a 360 picture from the ground? That building looks like it's made out of mustard. I wonder why. So, let's go on to the next place. This is the next part where, again, I have not actually looked into these from Google Maps. This is the Museum of Fine Arts in Bern. But, again, heads up, there might be some artistic nudity. There's not even a thing to do here. Okay. Cool. Well, guess we don't need to worry about the nudity. Yep, there's... Okay, so this is what the building from the outside looks like. So, I didn't really do a lot of research because I was just expecting to just vlog around it. so my bad. But it has artwork from people like Albert Anker, Ferdinand Hodler, Salvador Dali, Claude Monet, and Vincent van Gogh. Which also, weird fun fact, if you look up how Vincent van Gogh actually pronounces his last name. I can't say it on stream because I might get in trouble. But yeah, look it up. It's not what you expect. But the building has around 3,000 paintings and sculptures, and then around 48,000 sketches, prints, photographs, videos, and stuff. So there's not really much stuff we can look at here, so I'm just gonna pick it. What is this specific area that we have to look at picture? Like, stuck here. Well, then. I'll look at the... I didn't look up anything on the river, and I don't know why. I want to look at the river. Oh, that's a pretty view. God, just imagine how much that house costs right next to the river. Actually, no. If a house like that next to the river is never going to be going to sale. One of the things. Oh, do they have like a subway? Or trolley? It's a trolley, not a subway. Because the subway means the subway. I'm not saying it's single, because again, I might get trouble. Look at how wonky look at how wonky that light pole paint, whatever it's called, looks. What is that called? Lamppost, maybe. I don't know. It's a light thing. Well, that's gonna be. But that's the purpose of the LetsWander. Because we just wander the place. So, the next place is a museum that is dedicated to Albert Einstein. Because it's a museum, I don't know if we'll actually get to see anything inside, but let's find out. Two things inside. Let's see if we can get an outside view. I have no idea which direction it is. I'm assuming it's this, because, you know, capsule. I could also be horribly wrong. I'm pretty sure it is, though. Yep, I think. Cool. This is just a straight-up castle. This is not what I was expecting. Because, like, Albert Einstein lived here at one point, so I guess he lived at a castle. Because Einstein, whenever he discovered his theory of relativity, it was actually here in Bern, Switzerland. It was whenever he was living here. And the inside is about 1,000 square meters and has other important moments of history besides Albert Einstein, like Nazi occupation and things like that. Well, not occupation, just like the general, like, debris of, you know, World War II. That's cool looking. But I would love it. Let's see if we can get inside the building. And don't let up get started. That's adorable. I don't know what that says. Google if you want to find out what it says. Actually, hold on. I'm going to test something. Because Google has a thing where you can literally just take a picture and it'll translate for you. So I'm curious if this will work. It's saying something about racing fever. It's not saying anything about the third one. I'm assuming that's because it's in English and I just didn't read it. Called Bern takes pole position. That sounds horrible. Moving on. If you don't know what that joke means, do not Google it. See the back of the car. This looks like if you were to go back into like 1920s, 1930s, and they're just like, how would you design a car if it was made in 1980? And like, this is what they came up with. Motorcycle, nice. Another one that I might see. This is the same thing. It is the same thing. Another one over here. Nope. Over here. Oh, okay. I'm sure this has some kind of cultural significance. I don't know what it is, and I apologize. I'm not from Switzerland. That is terrifying. There's just a face on a building. There's two faces. What's happening? That's a cool looking building. I also like these style of like houses / museum / just gigantic building. If I were to have a house like that, I would 100% have a pool right in the middle on the first floor, just to mess with people. And like you can see it from like almost every room. Probably not from the back of stuff. That'd be weird. Well, I was about to say we'll see. We'll never see. I'm way too poor to ever actually try that. I think that is what we're looking at is still the Albert Einstein Museum. Nope, we are literally right next to it. My bad. They blurred out Einstein's face. I mean, respect. We are open. Probably not. There's another, like, I love these types of windows, because, like, you can't do anything with them. They just look cool. They just look like a candle. I don't know what this type of tree is called, but it's also cool. So yeah, let's continue. Also, hopefully this one will have more. Next. The Parliament building, because, you know, we have to get the government building. It's a square? Okay, cool. What? Nothing in this. What is happening? What is this? What is this nonsense? This is a wall. Okay. Well, this is why it's called the LetsWander. I don't know where we're going. We're going somewhere. We're going off the rails. There is a thing that color. It's a thing. I don't know what it's called. Knife storage bin. Shipment container. Why is that so confusing? There's a bike. I want to see the bike close up. It's a cool looking bike. I can see that somebody definitely rode a bike down these stairs at some point in their life. I don't know where we're going. We're going this way. Cool looking building. See, this is just like a big house, but with these kind of whatever they're called. They really make them look like they're better than what they are. Go back to the part of the building. Up. Eat. So I'm assuming this is the part of the mint building. So, like, hold on. These stones do not look real. Like, they definitely look like it was just like concrete or something basic, and then they just painted over it. I could be completely wrong, but like, come on. Archway looks cool. Hey guy, what's up? Do taking selfies over here. So the outside area of the Parliament building is the Bundesplatz. I have no idea if that's actually how it's pronounced, but it's basically translated to the Parliament Square. The West Wing, which this direction, I think, that is used for the Swiss federal government, and then the East Wing is used for the federal administration. Imagine having a government so put together that could fit into this building. And obviously, it's not just in this building, but like, you know. What is over here? I'm curious. Hurry. Okay, this definitely reminds me of Italy. Like, with the overlooking hills and just the general, like, orange aerial view. Oh, big building. Way bigger than I thought it would was. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. That's solar panel. Pretty sure that's a solar panel right there. I'll go up there. Let me see what. Wait, no, hold on. I'm gonna hold on. Yeah. So, the building, the Parliament building, which maybe it's, I don't actually remember. I totally got off track. Where was I? I don't remember. Anyway, the Parliament building. Eat. Those are tents. But the building was inaugurated in 1902, and the houses the chambers. What did I? Oh, and it houses the chambers of the National Council and the Council of States. But it was built in part in 1857 and also in 1892. But we are going to move on to my second favorite part of this group, or this Let's Wander. Cathedral of Bern, also called the Bernese Minster. And that is Minster, not Minster. I thought it first when I first read it. So the cathedral has a weird history, like shockingly weird. This was taken in March 2021. So, nobody was here. It was probably like the beginning of their lockdown. Somebody was just like, you know, nobody's here. This would be a great time to score an internet point. Which, I mean, 10 out of 10. It just showed me a picture of what's inside, what's going on. They were just like, no, blasphemy. Not gonna lie, this looks like another cathedral that we did at one point. Which, I mean, it's a cathedral. It's, you know, a church. So, the weird history. It was originally started to be built in 1421 by a foreman from Ulm, who was named, I think I'm pronouncing this correctly, Matthaus Ensinger. And it wouldn't be completed for over 400 years when it was finally completed in 1893. Because there was just like 1,000 issues that kept popping up whenever they just tried to build it. God was just like, no, do it better. Look at this. Yep. Church. So, weird thing that just randomly popped into my mind. I don't know why, but this looks like the kind of place that you would, like, go to learn karate. Like, you just be, like, standing on those spires with, like, practicing your balance or whatever. It's just like, what are you doing at the church? And you're just like, I'm practicing karate. You're just like, oh, okay, cool. Cool. This is the part where I'm going to give you warning that there is going to be, we are going to be going on to Gurton, which is a Mount Peak. So I am giving you warning that we are going to be going up some heights. We are going to see some stuff that is pretty high up. As you can see from the picture in the top left corner, it is going to be pretty high. So yeah, so let's see what we can see. Yeah, I was expecting a lot to be here. A concert going on. Well, June. That's probably not how it's pronounced, but you know, German. I don't know, that's what it means. A lot of pictures taken at this concert, huh? So it's not always covered in concerts. Apparently there's just a bunch taken during the concert. Salad nuggets, yes. What would that even be? Hold on. I'm distracted. I need to Google what in the world that means. It's probably just referring to a salad and nuggets. So like now I need to Google what a salad nugget is. I'm not Googling it on this computer though, because I am not risking getting my channel. Okay, cool. It's just salad with nuggets on top. Pizza burgers are delicious. If you've never had one, it's literally just a burger with cheese in the middle. It is delicious. So, I'm off track. So Gurton, the mountain, it's about 858 meters high, which is about 2,815 feet. There is a hotel, there is multiple restaurants, which are also gourmet restaurants. There is a viewing tower, and there is a children's playground. And this was like my favorite place I wanted to see because it's a mountain. But I'm mostly getting like... What? I think this was taken all the way back in 2014. Okay. So we're just like, oh, you want a pretty picture? How about no? But I love that view. Now I'm definitely getting like Grease vibes, like the country of Greece. I have to just go like hang gliding over all this. That's cute, this little bench right there in the middle of everything. Assuming that was a table at some point. Huh? Yes, please. Give me that snowy mountaintop that I so desperately crave. Also, if you have a VR headset, definitely Google 360 videos of snowy mountaintops. because they are just insane. Also, look up drones. 360 drone views are also really incredible. Start this place. Oh, come back. This is so pretty. Oh, we must move on. Down again. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember if it's a personal name or a family name, but I know Tanaka is like a pretty common name in Japan. This looks like it'd be a nightmare to climb, but 100% worth it. Just to get that view that I so desperately can't see. I want to see some of those restaurants that was so highly requested. That's pretty good. See, now this is the kind of building that I would, like, realistically want to live in. Like, small, but, like, tall. But, like, definitely small enough to where, like, you don't have to worry about pretty much anything to do with rent. I would imagine the views are probably amazing behind, like, this. Also, like, you have your own garage. But it's a tiny garage, but, like, if you only have 1 or 2 cars, this would be perfect. Or even 1 or 2 motorcycles. Hey, there's that 2-car garage. These are shared. Still, I would love that. See, now this is a bit of a, this is like too big of a building. This is just right. Because, like, you could also put, like, solar panels on it to, like, try to help with the electricity costs. You know this is owned by somebody who has way too much money. They just saw pictures and they were just like, yes, I'll buy it immediately. Didn't even look at it. And they arrived and were just like, oh, it's this big. I want to go down this ramp so bad and then just ride a skateboard down. It's so fun. See, this is another house that I would like to have. It's a bit too big, but it's cute. Sound off in the comments. Do you want me to, like, look stuff up on whatever that house is called? I forgot. I'm not gonna guess a name because I'm probably gonna say something horrible. This is adorable, a built-in garage. This looks like it could be like a 3 or 4 bedroom too. Oh, I love the whatever this is called. This is adorable. This looks like it could be like a mini apartment complex. But like an incredibly expensive one. This is adorable, where it's the garage here, and then just like an awning here. But this is definitely owned by more than one family. There's too much space. See, you can kind of see the incredible view from over here. Yeah. There's one last place that I wanted to go to, so we'll spend the last 5 minutes there. I have just put in, like, how they spelled it, but it can basically just be put down as the Bern Animal Park and Bear Park. Kind of just wanted to see around here real quick. fun fact, did you know that you can copyright genetics? They have to be, you have to, like, create the genetics in a very specific way. And, like, you can't do it in, like, human. But if you do it in, like, a plant, and it has a specific property, you can copyright it. What a weird transition that was. Tell me animal. Also, another quick reminder, I do live with other people, so you might hear some people in the back. Also some dogs. Show me the animals. I spent all this money. I want to see these animals. Okay. Something like a Karen. Spent all this money. How much you spent? 0. I mean, what do you expect? I don't know why I was expecting a kangaroo in one of these pictures. It's a bear part. See if we can get a different part of the park. Yeet. It's a bird place. At least I'm assuming it's a bird place with all the net. Nope, that is not a bird. Oh, it's because they're amazing climbers and jumpers. That makes sense. They definitely do show them here. That is... I'm assuming it's a goat. I remember there being like a specific name for it, but I do not remember that. See if we can go over. Nope. Well, I'm gonna leave it off on this note. So follow me. I am on TikTok. I am on YouTube. I am obviously on Facebook. There is... I don't know where... I'm not going to announce it yet. Follow me. I will see all of you in 2 weeks when we do a Let's Wander of a new place. So let me know in the comments what you would like me to Let's Wander.